Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Bien? Fantástico, chicos. Okie dokie. So you will have a worksheet for this lesson, but you only need to go back to it when we have the listening task and the final translation task, okay? So your starter, make sure you've got some paper to write your answers down on and pause the video as many times as you need. This is to recap on last lesson, and I'd like you to answer the following questions. What is a stem changing verb? Which two people or verbs do not have a stem change? Number 3, what was the verb we looked at last lesson? And can you write out that verb for each person in the present tense? If you do need some more support, go to your knowledge organizer or your notes from last lesson, but try to do it without it, because we are activating your prior knowledge, as you can see, getting our brains going. No more than 5 minutes and come back for the answers. Okay, so here are our answers, guys. Number 1, a stem changing verb, also known as a root changing, radical changing verb, or boot changing verb. They are verbs where the spelling changes in the stem or the main part of the verb. The two people that don't change are nosotros and vosotros. In English, that's we and you all, or you plural. For number 3, the verb we looked at was querer, to want, and the conjugation, changing it, looked like this. So our first E changed to IE. So quiero, quieres, quiere, but then it doesn't change for we and you plural, so it's queremos and queréis, and then quieren for they. Lovely, make a note of those and we shall move on with today's lesson, which is all about este fin de semana voy a. Learning objective is to describe what you are going to do this weekend using the near future. So we're introducing a new tense. Some of you will have seen this before, otherwise it's a new thing for you. So let's go. Make as many notes as you need on this, because the near future, when do we use it? It's when we are talking about something that is going to happen. The formation is as follows. 1, 2, 3. Part 1, we use ir in the present tense, and ir means to go, and it conjugates, so it changes to voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. Our V's sound like B's when we pronounce, but not too much, so they're more rounded, so voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. Part 2 is just A. We just need the letter A. Part 3 is when we add our infinitive. So these are our verbs that end in AR, ER and IR, with a few examples here below. Here is an example. I am going to speak. I go to part 1 and I find I am going, so that's voy. I then add part 2. And then I add part 3, which is to speak. I go down my list and it's right there at the top, hablar. So I put it all together, voy a hablar. I am going to speak. It's now your turn, guys. I would like you to translate these 6 sentences into English. Go back to the previous slide if you need more support, or you can go to your knowledge organisers. No more than 5-6 minutes and come back for the answers. Okay, so hopefully we have voy a escuchar. I am going to listen. Number 2, vas a jugar al fútbol. You are going to play football. Number 3, no va a bailar. Careful with this one because it's negative. He, she is not going to dance. Number 4, vamos a estudiar. We are going to study. Number 5, no vais a salir con vuestros amigos al cine. So negative sentence again. You are all not going to go out with your friends to the cinema. And number 6, van a comer una pizza enorme. They are going to eat an enormous pizza. That sounds very nice right now. Okay, we have now got a reading task. Listen to what I'm going to say, pause the video, have a think, and then see if my English instructions are what you thought you were going to do. Por favor, leemos. Pon las fotos en el orden correcto. Aquí tenemos 6 fotos. Y en el orden correcto no es A, B, C, D, E, F, porque aquí tenemos varios textos y dicen el orden de las fotos. La tarea roja. ¿Qué significa las frases en violeta? Una frase en violeta, voy a hacer. Frase en violeta, voy a jugar. Frase en violeta, voy a ir. ¿Cómo se dice estas frases en inglés? Okay, so hopefully you have understood that the instructions are as follows. For the green task, you've got to read these, which tell you the order that these photos should be in. So put the photos in the correct order according to the text. The red task, you've got to work out what these purple phrases mean in English. I would give yourself 10 minutes for this task and come back for the answers. Okay, so your green answers were as follows. So the photos were C, D, B, F, E and A because voy a jugar a los videojuegos. I am going to play video games. He's got a console in his hand. D, he's shopping. He's trying on some shoes. So that's going to be this phrase here. Voy a ir de compras. This is a lovely phrase here. Ir de compras means to go shopping. B, riding a bicycle. We can find that in this text with the word bici. Montar en bici, to ride a bicycle. F, we're watching the television. So we've got to find the word tele, TV or televisión. So that's here. Voy a ver la televisión. E, we've got a cross through it. So that means it's going to be a negative sentence to say that he isn't studying, writing or doing his homework. And that's here. So no voy a hacer los deberes, to do homework. And then A, he's playing football. And that's right at the end here. Voy a jugar al fútbol. And the phrases in red, here were the red task for the purple phrases, these would be your answers. A couple of them are repeated, so I haven't written them twice. So here, hacer muchas cosas, to do a lot of things. But then we've also got hacer los deberes, which would be to do homework. And we've got ir de compras, which is to go shopping. And then here at the bottom, we've got ir al parque, which is to go to the park. Make sure you've got these corrected and then move on when you're ready. So you have got a listening task, and now is when you go to your worksheet and complete that task. If the code does not work, you need to give it 3 or 4 tries. And if not, give it a break and come back to it at another time and move on. These are your answers for the listening, if you managed to get it working. So we had a Laura, sábado por la mañana, salí con amigas. This was actually already given to you. And then here we've got Sunday, and navegar por internet is to surf the internet, and ver la televisión, so to watch the TV, to watch TV. Carla, sábado por la tarde, ir al parque, jugar al fútbol. And Álvaro, domingo por la mañana, escuchar música and canta karaoke. Just a quick note on these time phrases, because we know that sábado and domingo are Saturday and Sunday. But we need to know that por la mañana is in the morning or just morning, por la tarde in the afternoon, and one that's not there but is also useful to know, por la noche, which is in the evening or night. Okay, This is your final task, guys. Imagine this was a take 10 in class and you are to submit this to your teacher. You've got to translate these 5 sentences into the near future in Spanish. You've got a couple of pointers around to help you, and this is how you are going to be telling us what you are going to do next weekend. You're describing that here. So I am going to watch the TV with my brother. First person, with my brother. This links back to last module with our family. Number 2, on Saturday morning. So in this case, you would just say sábado por la mañana. You don't need to say el sábado por la mañana. I'm going to the cinema. Think about this here. You can't have a and el, so how does it change? Read all these prompts. Read the sentences carefully. Write your answers in the document and submit to your teacher. So if you're with Miss Henton, please upload to Teams. Unless you've got a few issues, then email me. Muchas gracias, chicos. Adiós.